Hey guys, how's it going? Another wonderful weekend. It is episode 60. Holy cats, this has been a ride. We've got about 60 degrees Fahrenheit out, which is absolutely loving it. This is our 2 weeks of autumn or whatever, coming into Thanksgiving weekend. Middle of Thanksgiving, our daytime highs will probably start dipping below 65. So that's just kind of what it does here down in Texas. So that's what's going on. Lots of stuff going on in the hangar. We've got engine stuff. Dallas is still kicking it with the engine crew. We've got those shelves we're going to put in. Don't know where our floors are. I got to get with Daryl and find that out. Just bunches and bunches of stuff. Try to get the couple other parts drilled. That upper strobe mount. So anyway, we'll see you in the hangar. Let's see what Kevin and Cindy are up to. They're working on our little shelf project. Okay, I'm getting behind the camera. Okay, guys, what are you up to?
Hey everyone, we've got some electronics that need to go into the nose of the aircraft, so we fabricated some shelves to go up there.
Yeah, so we got those. I thought I was going to bend the edges, but that didn't work out because the 7075 T6 is crazy hard, and it drills not like butter.
No, it drills more like steel, surprisingly for aluminum. So anyway, we're mounting these electronic components on these shelves.
Cool beans. And then you're going to get it all drilled for me.
Yep.
D-Bird. I think I've got the Microstop countersink, so we can we'll do flush rivets on that.
Right, yep.
And then give it back to me tonight, and I'll get it next time we show up. We'll hopefully be installing it for good.
That would be excellent.
The other thing is, if you give me the holes here, when I aladine it and prime it, I'll mask it off. So we've got bonding. We've got bonding and all that.
Yep.
Okay, guys. Cool. Get to it.
Peace out.
Okay, looking at Dr. Bill here. He is taking off something he just put in, so it's quite grumpy. But this part has to be changed out to a union, or actually to a double thing. But getting that all fixed up for the... Oh, what is that? That's the oil shutoff valve, right?
Correct.
Yeah, oil shutoff valve. There's Bill down there. He's not happy.
Well, we were just putting things together to see if it fit. It fits.
Yeah. Plus, the other thing, too, is we didn't know any of this stuff, how it came off, where the fittings came from, or whatever. So, anyway, he's getting that all sorted. Good man. Anyway, I'll get out of here because you're gonna poke me with a tool or something and hurt me. Okay.
Probably on purpose.
Looking good. Hey guys, how's it going? We're taking a little break here in between the hangar work and all that stuff, just to kind of show you some of the stuff that goes on. This is real life stuff that goes on a project this big, or actually any project. It can be small, it can be big, but one of the things that's really great is when the museum inherited this aircraft a few years ago, Bill Gorn, the director of operations for the museum, he went and took the time to write up all the squawks, the incoming squawks of the aircraft, and put them in this nice little binder. Actually, about 5 binders. So there's probably, if we have one in here, we probably have 50 to 100 squawks in each binder. And all those items, I'm going to have to clear. Before this aircraft flies, I'm going to have to clear. Now, some of them are going to be overcome by events in that, say, the transponder is inoperative. Well, we replaced it with a brand new one. So we're going to have certain things like that. I'll kind of show you some. Welcome to my world. This is just one binder, and this one pertains to the fuselage, cockpit cabin and fuselage. And this is real deal stuff. So this is, as much as I hate this, I love it because it's all written down. Now this is just the squawks that started or that were compiled by the time we started last year. Since then, we've got a live squawk list that we're compiling right now, and all of those squawks, old and new, we're going to have to be cleared before we go fly, and the aircraft annual. So these are items that someone, again, Bill and his crew, identified issues, and we're going to clear them off and make sure that we understand them. If not, we'll go back to their team and make sure that we understand them so we can clear them. A little thing like this. 91-411 to 413 altimeter and transponder inspections due. Altimeter and transponder inspection due. Yes, it is due. That'll be done after the aircraft all the avionics are installed. I can't clear this one, so that's the thing. Inspection of AD 771907, inspection control columns and elevator control arm is due. We are in the process right now of doing that. We've removed the control arm and it is going for NDI. We're doing a complete magnetic particle inspection on that, and we're going to also be doing the inspection of the control columns when that comes back. So, can't clear that one. VHF com radio is obsolete and requires replacement. We're going to close that one. VHF com radio removed and replaced with new item. We can actually clear that one. VHF nav radio is obsolete, requires a replacement. Same thing. We can close that one. Transponder, same thing, obsolete. We're going to get rid of it and also not ADS-B. ADS-B out, compliant, GPS not installed. We are installing it. When it's installed, we'll clear this one out. Replace existing audio control panels, auto switches with audio panel. Same thing. So that's kind of what you get. We'll go to the other stuff here, some kind of fun stuff, I guess. Let's see. Right-hand control wheel removed to facilitate other maintenance. Yes, we have found the control wheel, and they've been repainted. Actually, Darren's worked on both the pilot and co-pilot. These are twin sister Squawks. As far as getting the control wheels modified for the autopilot trim and all that. So they are ready to go in. We're not going to clear this one out because, well, we don't want to scratch the paint. So it's going to be one of the last things that goes in the cockpit just before we do the instrument panel, or just after we do the instrument panel. We also have to paint the control columns. We're going to get those painted up, sanded and painted, so we don't want to muck that up or muck the wheels up. So those will be done. So that's kind of an interesting thing. Insulation under the cockpit floor is deteriorated. A lot of the insulation we're removing, it's oil soaked, it's junk. A lot of it was sound deadening. With A&R headsets, we don't really need it. So that's going to be kind of the way we're going to clear some of that. Relief tube hose is rotted. That's the P tube. And we're going to actually get that working again because we have 6 hours of fuel in this thing. So we might need that P tube. We took the one in the back out, but we're going to leave the one in the front out. So we're going to have to put extra long hose on that. And we're just going to have to share that one, so to speak. Just a bunch of things like that. Air duct outlets removed. Need cleaning, all new hardware. So a lot of these are going to be cleared out. And then some of the things are actually bringing to mind things we have not gotten to look at. A lot of the stuff on the cockpit, inside the cockpit on the aircraft, we just haven't been able to get up in there. It's been hotter than heck all summer long, and we just haven't been focusing on that. We've been focusing on bigger structural issues. We've been focusing on the engines, fuel systems, oil systems, electrical power supply. We haven't even thought about getting into the cockpit yet. So we're slowly getting in there. We're backing our way in there. You know, here's one here that's is kind of going to be an important one. Vertical support bracket and co-pilot side outboard of right-hand rudder pedal has severe intergranular corrosion. Close to generator circuit breaker on floor. Going to have to take a look at that. That's going to be a structural thing, and we'll either get Joey or Isaac, one of those guys, on it, and get that fixed. Comply with service bulletin for fuel selector placard. Make sure that's done. Instrument panel shock mounts are worn. Yep, they're worn. They're shot. We actually replaced them. We're hard mounting the instrument panel. So some of these, like I said, we're going to clear out. Alcohol tank not installed in the cockpit. Actually, alcohol tank removed. Alcohol system removed. Captain stowed. That's again how we'll close this out. Pilot co-pilot control columns have surface rust. Kind of back to that inspection for the airworthiness directive. So we're going to prep that, clean up the surface rust, and it's not heavy rust. It's just some light stuff. We're going to get that all prepped up, cleaned up, and it's visual inspection for the airworthiness directive. So we'll do that at the same time, and then get our control arm down in the belly end and close that airworthiness directive out. So things like that. Cockpit headliner not installed. Probably be an open item, and it'll probably be open through first flight, and then we'll go and put that back in. So a lot of stuff like that. But like I said, this is welcome to our world. So not only do we have the squawk, dogs are barking outside, not only do we have the known squawks, we have the unknown squawks, which we're currently putting in and compiling every day, every week we work on this. So we've got that going on. Then we've got new configurations of the aircraft. We've got to take care of all that. We've got the 337 forms to address all the STCs we're putting in. We're putting in the Airwolf oil filter system. We're putting in the Jasco alternators, the Hartzell Jasco alternators. We're putting in the avionics, the Aspens is STC, The radios are SDC and all, just a whole crap ton of stuff there. So that's kind of behind the scenes look, and that doesn't include where we have to go buy parts. It doesn't include where we have to go look for other aircraft. Doesn't, all that other logistics stuff. So anyway, that's kind of a little bit of a little insight into the record keeping on a big project, and it's a good thing to do on a little project too. So back to Bill, and we'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, how's it going? Episode 60 coming to a close. So we got a bunch of stuff done, lots of just little things getting stuff done. So not big changes, but lots of little things. These shelves we talked about in the last episode. Kevin got the patterns for us, and then he and Cindy, we got those kind of close to being all together, clecoed up, and then he and Cindy got them fitted up, and then also placed all of the components on it, got the holes drilled for that. That's great. And then Joey finished it up with countersinking everything. Those will go to Aladyne Prime and get those done, and then hopefully next episode we will be getting those installed. Dr. Bill was working on more getting the lubrication system set up. Now that was a problem in that a lot of this stuff was all taken out. Things were in cabinets, things were in the wrong place. In fact, we found the oil drain plug, the oil filter cover plate was shadow boxed in the toolbox because somebody thought it looked like a wrench. That's where that ended up. So now we got an extra one actually. Long story short, Dr. Bill and Jim, and I'm trying to think who else was working on that, but they were, I think Dylan might have been in there, who knows what else. But they figured out how Dallas too, I think, how the oil shutoff valve works, how it lives, the cables and all that. So now we need to put that in. Bill had the plumbing set up, VFR direct. Now that we figured out where all this stuff goes, that plumbing comes out and it gets reinstalled. So that's a thing. We're also trying to figure out where all the correct nipples and all that stuff are. To that end, Richard and Maggie and Dallas and I forget who else harvested a whole bunch of nipples from old fittings and old hardware. So now our cache of that stuff is in pretty good shape. So we're pretty good there. We shouldn't have any problems. The biggest problem is the 1-inch diameter thread, pipe thread, and nipple for the big lube lines. They just don't make them anymore. So that's a bit of a thing. Richard and Dallas are working on fuel pumps, getting the fuel pumps sorted, getting the proper, again, all these nipples are all different sizes, and we're getting those set up, the bushings, step downs. Then they're integrating fuel flow into it. So all that stuff is kind of happening. We got some sheet metal parts made. Ethan was here helping us a little bit. We got some sheet metal parts made. We're making a brand new one of these for the other engine, and I've got those, we flattened those out for patterns, and hopefully next time maybe we'll have those parts ready to go. Trying to think what other stuff around the nose. Like I said, Kevin and Cindy were up in the nose working on that. Also Dr. Bill was up there sorting out some of the push-pull cables, the oil cables and all that. So we've got those pretty well figured out. We feel real good about those, so that's a good thing. Nothing much on that. We still need a horn. We'll get a horn. I got to get that ordered. It was kind of a slow week. We're coming up just before Thanksgiving here. It's late November, so it was kind of a little bit of a light crew, but again, they're just getting tons of stuff done. Now it's to the hard stuff, which are the little things that we didn't get and all that. Darren and Angelo was working on some social media stuff. Darren was working on fuel tanks. He's still sorting everything to get 100% conformity on the fuel tank. So he was working on that the other day, banging that out. So that's cool. It's starting to get cold here in Texas. Not too bad though. It's here in the morning and it's raining. I'm just kind of doing my outro finish up. But lots of things going on. We're going to have a box opening for you next episode. We've got that carbon monoxide detector, so that should be kind of cool. And then we should also have the shelves set up so we can start mounting some of these LRUs and get that stuff done. Short of that, that's about it. My ear itches. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, and notify. I'm Bill. The channel is HangaRatz, and the project is Hollywood Bomber. This plane will fly.